Yodi ho ho ho, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have a luxury home on wheels treat for you. This is the 2025 Berkshire XLT 45A, and this is going to be a very versatile 4-slide Class A diesel pusher with the bigger engine. So this thing can actually tow 15,000 pounds. So the XLT versus the regular Berkshires. The Berkshire can pull 10,000 pounds. The XLT can pull 15,000 pounds. They're both sitting on that Freightliner chassis, which if you've never driven one before, the thing's cut like butter. They are smooth as can be. This floor plan in particular has a very kind of an open feel to it. You're gonna have a bath and a half. Well, two full baths, I guess, because the half bath is not a half bath, it's a full bath. So I don't know where I was going with that. Kind of fumbling up already. But I mean, look at this paint job. But like I was saying, I'm sorry, 4 slides, 2 baths, but you're also going to have a dedicated bunk space. So if you are going to be traveling with some kids, this floor plan is going to be great for you. Now, if you do not have kids, the nice thing about the configuration is you can actually turn that bunk room, or the bunk slide, I guess you could call it, into like a hanging closet area. But we're going to go ahead and start on the inside, work our way around the outside, probably spend about 15 to 20 minutes or so. Again, this is the 2025 Berkshire 45A, and if you don't mind, drop a comment, let me know what you think. I don't do many of these high-end, motorhomes, but I want to know your feedback. Would you like to see more, less? Maybe hitting that like and subscribe button, because I am up here at Berkshire. I drove 5 hours. I'm knocking out their entire lineup, so I think it's 11 of them. But I mean, look at this floor plan. I love the fact that the slide out, look at the way the cabinetry kind of curves with it. I know it's kind of a dorky thing to point out, but I think aesthetically it is extremely pleasing. I also have the generator on and the ACs at full blast. So you'll notice that the noise is not really overcumbering from that. Over here on this side, you're going to have kind of your entertainment and your cooking slide that starts here with the refrigerator. And this is going to be a massive refrigerator. I mean, you're talking about home on wheels. I mean, getting some stuff done. You could pack a week's worth of food in that bad boy, absolutely no problem. It's even got the little built-in water filter there, which is pretty cool. And then over on this side, I apologize, I wasn't fully prepared there, I suppose. You have, let me get that stone, the styrofoam right there is kind of getting in the way. You got the lock right there. Let me undo that. That's your travel lock. But now you got your freezer section, which is pretty darn nice. I mean, super spacious. You got all these little kind of partitions that you can, kind of adjust things and do all that. I don't need to go too much into that, but it's a freezer with a bunch of space. But as we're continuing around this slide, what do you guys think about the lighter decor? I just did a 39A in the Berkshire with the darker decor. Now we have the lighter decor, so you can kind of pick and choose. They got 3 different colorings, but you're gonna get things like the hidden storage, just a real hard wood. While I'm talking about kind of the quality aspect, they even have the soft touch ceiling, which I'm a huge fan of. It's sound deadening, it looks pretty darn cool, and I mean, talk about a feel good. You put your finger on your motorhome and it poofs in. I mean, that's a pinkies up feature if you ask me. No exposed AC, so they're all going to be on that whisper quiet. That's why it's not blaring down my microphone right now. So that's always sorry about the break in the action. Had the old honey buns call. So babe, if you're watching, I love you, even though I just told you. We'll go ahead and reiterate it. So as we're continuing around this slide, I think I just showed you the pull-out cabinets and the poofy ceiling here. You're also going to get a convection microwave, which is nice because this isn't going to have an oven, but now you got the ability to do a little bit of baking. Another thing that I enjoy as someone that's got some kids running around is going to be the induction stovetop. Now, I've never personally used one of these to tell you about function, so maybe you can drop a comment. But what I do know is the direct instant heat transfer and then the rapid cooling is very appealing to someone that has a 3-year-old. You don't have to worry about, doing a little bit of cooking and burning some little hands. You're also going to get really nice, big, deep, wide slides for the cabinetry, which is pretty darn nice, and it is going to, close up there nice and soft for you. You have your washer and dryer here, which I'm sure is locked. Let's see here. Hit that unlock button. I mean, who likes to do dishes? I know I sure don't. but you got a place for your silverware. I would say you're probably putting like cutting boards or maybe even like the stovetops or the sink covers when you're not using them, which by the way is the same material all the way through. So that solid surface is going to be, you know, pretty nice, especially when you got that covered up and then it's just shining like justice, all polished up and looking pretty. You're also going to get your high-rise faucet, so hitting those dishes from all angles. A little bit more overhead storage, which is going to be really nice and clean cut. And then you have your smart TV. This is going to be your LG, and you do have a little bit of hidden storage back there behind, so you can make that like a little safe area. You know, maybe some jewelry or guns or something like that when you're kind of, you know, roaming around. Keep flipping around. Down here, you're going to see your 32-inch fireplace, so that's going to be really nice for obvious reasons. It is electric heat. You got a ton of storage there. Back behind, you're also going to have a power tower, so you can collapse this down and, you know, kind of hiding that up and button it up, but you get the outlets when you do need it. And then the nice thing about this is this Connex system, you can actually plug in the HDMI and it can feed to every TV inside and out, so you can make, you know, one movie on every TV. You also have a sound bar, but that heats up about 500 square feet of RV, by the way. And now we are back up here into the front. So this is going to be your dinette seating, you know, pretty obvious, but what you might not be able to tell on the camera is just how wide these are. And, you know, I am about 300-pounder-roonies, and I fit in here as a bigger guy extremely comfortably. Actually, here, let me just flip this around here. So, I mean, look at this. I've got a belly. I'm not shying away from how I would be normally sitting, and I just have a ton of room here. So if you are a little bit bigger than average, you're going to be very comfortable at this dinette. I mean, imagine coming in after a day, hitting the trails, doing a little bit of hiking on the mountain, and then you sit down, you eat a little meal, or you just beat the living bejeebers out of your neighbors, Meg and Chris, in some euchre. Just doesn't get any more fun than that. Can't wait till you guys get back from London, and or Maltese, something like that. I'm going to smoke you in some euchre here soon there, buddy. This drops down to make some extra sleeping. You also have a little bit of storage underneath. And before we go too far, I do want to show you, I forgot about the Euro loft. So you click this, it goes down. Even additional sleeping with a TV back there, and then some storage, and then you have speakers on either side. But that goes to right at about the headrest. 5G, so you got the built-in, you know, gateway system right there, so that way you can call up like AT&T or Verizon. You got the wine guard, and you can get the you know, Wi-Fi on the road. You know, maybe use that smart TV for some you know, for some movies if you don't want to hook up to your hotspot. You have a sofa right over here with a couple buckles. Obviously you got buckles there too as well, but you have your cup holders. This does make a bed too. You're also gonna have a little bit of storage with 2 more cup holders, another power tower, which I got my phone plugged into here at the moment. And then I like the balances. I mean, what do you guys think about that? I think decor-wise, Berkshire is absolutely crushing it. And then more overhead storage. Plus, you're going to get this kind of mountainous painting right there. Another little outlet there on the ground. And then here's going to be your control panel. So you'll notice throughout the camper, there's these little boxes here. That's going to be the manual controls for it. But then you can also control everything, you know, by hand, all your master lights, you know, your inverter, converter, generator, slides, you know, all of that, which you can also do from your phone as well. Pocket door to create a little separation here at, you know, at night. Maybe you got the Funkle sleeping out in the living room, and then you got your kids back here, but you want a little separation. So this is what I was talking about. You can either use it for bunks or hanging room. And notice how there's the little mini TVs on both sides. I mean, just pretty darn cool. I think if I was a kid, I would have a great time in there. I'd have to leave these doors open or I'd get a little claustrophobic. But other than that, I mean, that's a heck of a feature or a heck of a closet. Heading into the bathroom, you got great head height. I mean, you are looking at probably, I would say probably 7 feet at least right there. You're also going to get a really nice mirror with some storage there all over the place. You're also going to get more of the solid surface countertops, your bowl right there, which is going to be the seamless finish, by the way, along with a couple little cubbies there, along with access to your plumbing, porcelain throne, and then the corner radius shower. But the nice thing about this one is if you notice it, it is elongated So you have a lot of extra room. I mean, again, I am a bigger guy. I don't mean to keep repeating that. Other than getting in the door, I mean, look at all this room in here. You could probably, if you were a round belly, you could probably fit 2 in here. You know, no problemo. The height as well, you know, you're probably looking at about 6'6" or so, and about 6'3" there. It's also going to have the shower miser. So if you're not familiar with it, you flip this switch, it doesn't allow water to come out of the shower head, and it circulates that fresh water, so that way, you know, you are not wasting a drop of it while it is going to, you know, heat up. Let me go ahead and close the door here. Now we are up into the bedroom. I love the appearance of it. The aesthetics of it are nice. You got the fan to help circulate some of the air. You do have 2 reading lights I didn't turn on, along with some overhead storage and a door right here again to create privacy. A couple little cubbies over on the sides. But then you're also going to have the TV, or I'm sorry, the bed that is on a tilt to give you all of this walk around room. So I mean, you have a straight shot all the way through, but you're also going to have about 5 feet of width back here, you know, just to get dressed, which I think is going to be really nice for you. You know, none of it feels claustrophobic in the slightest. And this is, you know, not obviously the size of the room of my bed in my house, but on an RV, I mean, you are feeling like king of the castle. 6 pull-out drawers. All of them are looking just like that. And then you have your emergency exit. You have a smart TV. You're also going to have another fireplace, so your second electric fireplace. Hidden storage back there behind. Let me flip back around here too. I forgot to point out. Tinted windows both open up for a breeze with the day and night shades. And then you are in one of the fanciest bathrooms in the RV industry. I mean, look how nice this is. You got the macerator toilet, all that storage. Over here to your left, you got a really nice looking shower. I mean, that is pretty darn cool. Another shower miser, by the way, a teak seat. And then you also get your washer and dryer in here as well to kind of get that home away from home feel. And then you have all the mirrors to check out all the different bowling guns, which is pretty darn cool. Storage back there behind that you can hardly even tell, you know, is there, along with all the outlets that you need, you know, for your different, I don't plug in anything, but, you know, my wife would find a way to use all those. And you have your dual vanities there as well, with a bunch of storage. So underneath both, you're going to have clean-cut access to your plumbing, along with the storage. And then, of course, you know, you have your pull-out drawers there too as well. But what do you guys think? Drop a comment, let me know. I'm going to head around the outside, just do a couple minutes there, and then I'm going to get skedaddling to the next one. But again, it's the 2025 Berkshire 45A, the 4-slide Class A diesel pusher with a bunk room or closet, however you want to use it. Now let's flip this back around and get it trucking. But yeah, I'm a goal of 75,000 subscribers here in 2024, and it seems to be going pretty darn well. I'm on pace. I need 68 a day, so if you guys want to be one of those for me today, that would be fantastic. Like I said before, you're on the Freightliner chassis, so a very smooth ride. You also got the new Forest River logo, which I think is pretty darn cool. You're on the V-Ride. Look at those big, fat, thick Michelin tires right there. Too cool. The Dometic little ice box, you can also pull that out. Imagine pulling up this thing. You got an electric freaking cooler back there. Ah, what it would be nice to have more money. So right here you have a pull-out tray for your storage. Oh shoot, I forgot to talk to you about that. So that's the Oasis. It's hydronic heating system. So basically there's not going to be your classic furnace or vents in the camper. It's going to be heat. The floor is going to be heat up, a radiant heat from the water system. So imagine the floor and it just kind of radiates through. Very nice, high end. Now the Oasis is nice because of the maintenance aspect, and that goes back to the fact that the Berkshires are a well thought out, well built quality unit. So they went with a system that does cost a little bit more, but it also costs a little bit less in terms of headache and dealership maintenance. You know, you can actually open it up and kind of, you know, do it on your own, which is wildly kind of discouraged unless you know what you're doing, you know, in the RV industry. You have your 2-inch receiver, again, 15,000 pound hitch rating, along with your 7-way plug. You also have your backup camera there, which I think looks pretty darn snazzy. It's also going to be a fiberglass roof that rolls over on the side too. I'm not sure if I pointed that out or not. So engine in the back, the 450 XCS. And then right here, you're going to have your docking stations. You have hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, along with your manifold system, which you're not familiar with that. You can shut off any of these just by turning that nozzle there, and you're ready to rock. You also got your heavy duty filter, along with your sewer connection right there as well. Power cord rail, storage. That's going to be that pull-out tray here on the other side. More storage for more stuff. And your battery housing, which it looks like you got, what is that, 6 of them? And that's going to be your hydraulics right there, along with your sewer hose. Bada bing, bada boom. And then that's where you can open it up to pull out, you know, your generator back in there. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Berkshire 45A. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.